Here we are. It's another fantastic morning. We have a lot going on today again. As per usual, there's always lots going on. And I'm about to tell you guys what we're thinking. The very first thing on the list is to go mow our grass. And you guys already know the little Farmall H is our go-to tractor for mowing. And that's just what we'll start with. We'll go get the old sickle bar mower out and let's see if we can get some grass cut. And there's a lot more excitement today. I actually wrote out an outline finally. You know, I usually never write out an outline for what I want to do. I just kind of play it by ear, but I was feeling kind of inspired. I figured, why not? Let's make an outline of what we're hoping to do in our episode. So with this outline, as long as everything goes to plan, then this is going to be chock full of all kinds of interesting stuff. On my way to the grass field, I just want to check our chicken's feed, and it looks like that is still going good. And yeah, there's still lots of eggs here. Goodness, there's a fair bit of eggs here, 158 eggs. Okay. Well, off to the grass field here. We gotta cut some grass today. And as per usual, you know, it's pretty straightforward stuff. We're just going to get the H in position. We'll get them started off. And then we can go and get a rake and, you know, start to do our thing that we normally do. Now, if you happen to glance up at the top right corner and you see that that's a fair bit more money than last episode, well, there's a reason for it. Field 3, which you see right here where that diamond is on, that one needed fertilizing literally right after I finished number 2. And I said, well, to heck with that, I was going to do that anyway. The episode was done, but I could still fertilize this field 3 here. And so we got a good chunk of money down with doing that contract. And then, you know, that got me to thinking, and hence why I started making this outline. I was like, I gotta figure out a way to spend this money wisely. So I got to thinking a little bit, and I said, you know what, this field 5, huge field, I could probably, you know, use that and make something of it. So I went and looked at the price of it, and I saw it was 154,000. It's like, well, shoot, you know, I got more than double that. I should just buy it, right? Big grass field, it'd be kind of awesome. And you know, that's kind of what I'm thinking we're gonna do. I think we'll just go right out and buy it. How's that sound? Here we go. We now own another field. And it's a complete grass field too. So we're going to need to get a bigger mower there in a hurry. What does it say? We've got 181,000 left now. Oh my goodness. But just to put it into perspective what we now own, I got to show you this field. So you can kind of see, like, it's about 4 times the size of my little one here. Field 6, you know, we're mowing 1.2 or whatever. It's tiny. That's a tiny field. We have some brand new grass. This stuff's ready to cut. It should provide lots and lots of grass. I'm not going to cut it right now. We'll see if we get to it by the end of the episode or not. If not, we can always save it for another day, but that's going to definitely come in handy. That is definitely going to be good. While I was out busy making a purchase on the field right behind us, I was thinking to myself, you know, we're going to have to get us a bigger forage wagon here at some point soon too. Not today per se, but sometime soon, right? But one thing we can do is we can definitely upgrade this rake. There's much bigger and better ones out there. Ones that don't even require that much horsepower. Let me show you what I mean. So if we go right to the end, you should see the coon. This is a V-rake, or sometimes called a batwing rake. And this thing literally requires 35 horse, so even our smallest H could operate this thing. It's ground driven as well, and it's just a pull type. So I think today's the day we go and buy. Why don't we do that? Buy it. And then while we're thinking of it, we're going to, oh, let's go back here. We're going to return our other one. We'll sell it. I know it's not going to bring us a lot of money back, but still good to sell it, right? There we are. So that should mean a much bigger rake in here. And I'm thrilled that it'll mean a lot wider swath will be covered on the grass, and it'll be quicker raking up. And I really do like that V-rake. I think it's great. We'll probably get one of these tractors over there to bring it on back home. Now when you're looking at this rake, it compared to the tractor, it is quite the long wagon, if you want to call it that. And it just gets better. Here, let me unfold this for you guys so you can see just what kind of spread this thing really does have. There you go. And then when you drop it, it'll simply start raking and bring everything to the center. Just, you know, ground driven, no PTO required. That's pretty cool. So you can tell this is kind of next generation. It's a little bit newer. And when I was looking through the horsepower options, I was thinking, you know, at first maybe we should bump up to 60 horsepower, but from 50 to 60 is, you know, it's a 10 horsepower jump, but it's not very high. And then I was thinking, you know, if we bump it up to 68, that would give us, you know, roughly about that 70 horsepower range. And the tractor offers a tricycle version or four-wheeler, which is the wide front axle, which I would obviously want because the tricycles, they just tip a little too easy. And then you got a second four-wheeler option, and the only difference is really the rims. So take a look at these front rims as well as the back rims. I'm going to swap to the other four-wheeler now. You see how this one has more of a spoked rim here? And I really like that look. I think that's really nice. And then this tractor also offers, you know, you can have a front weight, just a single suitcase, multiple, and it keeps getting bigger. Or standard, which is just a bar. Now, me personally, I think it should just be standard. Although, you know, for a lot of things that we do, it would be nice to have the full weight. And as far as the exhaust goes, it's just, you know, two designs. You have this elbow, or you have a straight with a what do you want to call it, a clapper at the top. And then seats, you have the old-fashioned pan, as well as the more modern square seat. And then fenders, you can choose with fenders or without. Obviously you want to have fenders to keep yourself clean. And then lighting position, so now you can see the lights are right up close to the driver. They're up close to the dashboard. You can change them so they come up more to the front. I would assume if you had a loader, you'd want them closer up to the dashboard, and then that way your lights wouldn't get knocked off by your loader arms. And then yeah, there's a choice of colors, and obviously you can go with the plates as well. So I'm thinking we, you know, it's not an expensive tractor at all. Like it's a really good investment. I'm thinking we should probably go ahead and do this. So why don't we? It's high time, I would say. Wouldn't you guys agree? It's probably been due for a while. So I'm thinking that's what we're going to do. Let's grab, yes, the case red. Okay, that. You guys are all okay with us buying a nice big tractor like this? Only drawback being it doesn't have a drawbar in the back. If you guys are happy with that, I am too. I say we buy it. Yes, there we go. All right, look at that. So we have a tractor that is a fair bit bigger than the other ones. Almost 20 horsepower more than our Super M. Should work pretty darn good. It's not going to work with all the wagons, but it will work with all 3-point implements. And I think we should be able to do a lot of things with it. Here you go. This is it. So we can turn on lights. They kind of got that yellowish sheen to them, eh? Yeah, fascinating. I want the weights on the front because I know it's going to be pulling a lot of heavy stuff and cultivating and stuff. So for now that'll do just fine. And again, I noticed that it doesn't have a drawbar, and I have tested this tractor in the past. I know that it does not hook up to every wagon out there because it would have to use the bar that it has on the 3-point with the pin down here, and not all wagons are compatible with that. That being said, the mower is on a 3-point, so I think it'll do just fine. Why don't we give the tractor, start it up. Let's see what it sounds like. It's not bad. Kind of sounds nice. I don't know that it's not very unique sounding, let's say. The brakes are definitely really good on it, so that's good. PTO lines up properly. 3-point lines up properly. Hoses line up properly. That's good. That's what we like to see. And yes, I did buy the mower as well. We do need the mower. So I'm going to bring this one back to our yard, and then let's see if we can't give the old H hand there mowing the grass. Okay, time to see this thing shine. You can see we got to unfold it. This is going to be one of those mowers where it kind of mows beside the tractor, kind of all off on one side. So it's going to be a little hard to set it up at first, but I think we'll get her. Let's see what this looks like. Just set her down right like this and hire worker. I gotta see this, and I am very hopeful that we'll actually be able to mow decently fast. Yes, yes we can. Oh my goodness, that's actually really good. This thing is flying. 22 clicks an hour. Wow. Yeah, we'll have this grass field done in no time now. That is amazing. Oh man. Here, let me jump to this one. 8 clicks, 8 or 9 clicks an hour. Just kind of putting along. Oh dear. That is hilarious. That guy's going to pass us in no time. But you know what? We'll keep clipping. We'll keep clipping until the field's done. And yeah, why don't we fire up the rake a little bit too while we're at it. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, that is nice. That's a nice wide swath. I like that. That is great. Why not just get all 4 tractors working on the same field, right? Time to collect some grass. Now if I remember correctly, we couldn't even do quite a whole length of field with one wagon, unless the grass is shorter now in the spring than it was last fall when we harvested, which I would believe. I could see that, because yeah, I think we won't get quite as much, but you know what, this is all going for hay and it's all going to get sold, so no harm in that at all. I think once we're done one pass, we'll just circle around, bring it straight to the barn. We won't even bother filling up the wagon 100%. Just bring her straight back to the barn. There we go. Off we go. Bring this to the silo and start our haymaking. I know I just said haymaking, but you know what? Change of plan. we're going to put it into this silo here. Last time we had it in a silo near the tractor and we made hay, but I think this time we're going to put it in this silo and we're going to make some silage. The other one was grass dryer, and this is a silage silo, if you will. And that's what we're going to do with it. We're going to be making silage because it sells for a lot more than hay does. And besides, we have another whole field of grass that we can make hay with it, should we choose to. That rake is also just flying. That is amazing. I love it. I got all 4 tractors working on one field. It's just so amazing. My goodness, if you look at how fast that 560 is moving and how quickly it's getting the job done, I think it was high time we got ourselves a Discbine and a bigger tractor. Like that tractor is unbelievably fast. But you know what? We always evolve on this farm, don't we? And that's the cool thing. It's, you know, we're always evolving, we're always upgrading, and that's what makes these episodes worth making, for me at least. It's being able to see how the farm grows. Like, I'm not cheating in any money. I'm not trying to, you know, do anything that you can't do. You can't repeat. Everything I've done here, you can do whenever you play this game. There's no hidden secrets, no cheat codes activated, no special mods that bring me unlimited money, nothing like that. It's all just putting in the time and doing the contracts and selling the product. Something that each one of you guys can do as well and become successful at in the game. And that's exactly why I do what I do. It's to show people, you know, how you can grow your farm without having to stress too much. And if you're like me, you enjoy the old equipment, so you kind of want to use the old tractors and just have some fun with them. And that's why I do it. It's a teachable moment, as well as being, you know, it's a bit sad. Oh, I am not collecting. What I was going to say is it's very satisfying seeing the farm grow when you've pretty much started with the smallest tractor possible, the smallest equipment possible. And just to see the farm grow, advance, and become a big empire, it's just so satisfying. There's something so great about that. Well, how do you like that? It's all kind of culminating here. Oop. I'm going to have to fire this guy for a quick sec so my mower can get in position. But yeah, it's the final cut here. We'll let him just get in position there, and then we can move our rake around and get it in position as well. And off it goes. Amazing. Yeah, this rake is also no slouch. 15 clicks an hour. It's really moving. This guy here is going to have to slow down because he's coming up behind the H really quickly. Yeah, you're going to have to wait there. Oh, he left out a little patch of grass, did he? Ouch. And once this H is done this strip, then that'll be it for the H. Just like so. Alright. The rake is going to be stuck too, isn't it? Alright, let's quickly jump on this tractor here. Alright, let's move this thing out of the way. Rake wants to go. Come on. Let's go. Oh no, that rake is being pure chaos. That's kind of funny. But it's getting the job done. That's what counts. I don't think we'll mow this field here today. That's a pretty long episode. I might just have to mow that off another day. But what I do want to do, I want to pull this ahead, and I just want to show you guys the difference in the size of mowers. So here, let's just back this tractor on up and just give you guys a nice perspective of the size difference of the mowers that we've now upgraded. So somewhere about there. So you can see that there's definitely a significant upgrade, and that's awesome. That's absolutely fantastic. With the mowing all done and raking well on its way, just about finished, I gotta do a couple more passes to collect up all the grass and put it into the silo. But this is probably a good time, seeing as the hour has just struck, to fire up the silage. And yeah, let's take a look here and fire up that unit. So we can make grass silage right here. We got almost 55,000 liters of grass in there, so we're gonna make some silage, and for now we'll just save it, but then as we need to, we'll start selling it, you know, as the winter months go through and we need a little extra cash, then selling a bit of silage will do us right well. Here we can see the hay silage. That's something we can work with too, but not necessarily right now. And here is our hay drying silo that we were using last year, and yeah, it's currently inactive, but we'll probably end up putting some in there as well. And you can see we had set that as selling, which honestly I think we should be storing. And then we can also make some TMR, but that's a little later on. We're not getting cows anytime soon. We just want to finish up our field of grass. We'll focus on that first. You can tell I've got another 6 passes left to go, so it'll be a little while. I'll keep putting at this and keep working at it, see if I can get this finished up, and then after we're all done, then maybe we can see what else we have going on, or depending on how long this episode is, I may just decide to park it. But yeah, we'll make that decision once I'm done gathering all the grass here. Well, that's the last of the grass there, but another half a wagon full. And we'll bring this over to the silos as well, and then we'll kind of take a look at the time, see how much work we put in, or if we want to continue doing something, or if we're going to wrap up the episode. I'm just going to go off here and dump off the rest of this grass and kind of take a tally of what we got all going on. You know, I think the episode is plenty long enough, and so I think we can close that, but I just wanted to take another look at all of our equipment here. We got our M, we got the Super H, we got the old H, and we now have the Farmall 560. So that's a nice roster of classic tractors. As you can see, I did also add a pressure washer as well as a fuel tank. So this should definitely add to the farm, should make it a little nicer. And I think that's exactly where we want to end it off. Alright guys, you've been fantastic. Thank you so much for watching the video. Hopefully we can meet you guys again next week, and we'll see what we can do. There's still big plans. I bought this tractor with very specific plans on things to do, and part of that's going to be planting, cultivating and planting, so you guys will want to stay tuned to that. Anyway guys, take care, and then we'll see you guys next week. Bye.